Hives tend to look a little bit like mosquito bites. They consist of small, red, raised, bumpy areas, and it itches. It can itch like crazy, and it can be in one area or it can be all over the body. It kind of depends on the cause. The most common causes are an allergic response to something, and this could be something they came in contact with, like soaps and plants are typical culprits, as well as something that someone ingests. And if it's something they ingested, it's likely to happen all over the body and maybe even have more responses like difficulty breathing or wheezing or those sorts of things. So if you ever notice difficulty breathing, have your child seen by a medical professional immediately to make sure it's not progressing into something that's a little more serious. One other cause of hives is an infection, and more specifically, viruses are more likely to cause hives. If you see them, to alleviate your child's discomfort, you can use an over-the-counter antihistamine. You don't need a prescription. Some are creams that you apply every 4 to 6 hours. Others last 10 to 12 hours, so just follow the directions on the label. And you can also put ice over the area, especially if it's local, because it reduces swelling and helps to kind of numb that itchy feeling. The key to curing hives is figuring out what causes it in the first place. And so think about what you've been doing when your toddler gets hives. See if there's some sort of pattern to it. So if your toddler gets it after meals, then it's probably something that you're eating. And see if you can eliminate certain things from your toddler's diet, and if it makes a difference, then it's probably that, and it would be best to avoid it. Sometimes people travel to different areas, or it happens during certain times of the year. So if you can peg down any sort of common denominator, that might help you figure out exactly what's causing it so that you can eliminate it. If it's happening very frequently and you're concerned, talk with your pediatrician. And number one, they can make sure that it is indeed hives. And number two, maybe they can ask you some questions to help you figure out what's going on. Good luck with everything, and if you have any other questions for me in the future, feel free to ask them on our Facebook page at facebook.com/intermountainmoms, and recommend us to your friends and family too.